It's the Washington Commanders and the New York Jets, and it's all up next.
Last season, the New York Jets took a step forward and advanced in the playoffs under Aaron Rodgers. He's no longer here. The Commanders are looking to win their first game under new offensive and defensive schemes. So, what's going to give here? Trevor Lawrence and his team? Or will Jaden get it done for Washington? All this next.
Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Life Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers gave them 2 wins last season and lost the third one. Now it's Trevor Lawrence who never won a game in his career here.
Franchise savior, whatever team he joins, and to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Washington with new offensive scheme.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
Jason, well, he deserved it. He was a winner for, ever since he got there. He's been winning. Well, except for last year, he's been a winner. It was about time they had to pay him, so you know how that is. Right there, big play. Hall gets to the 49-yard line of the Commanders. If they can continue to run like that, they are going to be a good team. Trevor Lawrence don't have to do much. And that's where the downfall is. Jason throws. Looked like Washington defense is just the same as it was last season. They got Michael Parsons from Dallas in the draft. They have to get some pressure on the quarterback. Can't let him sit in that box in the pocket and just tear them apart, pick them apart. It just can't happen.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And right there, here it is. Jets. Devontae Adams hit the ball all the way to the 9-yard line for the Jets, and the Jets looking good on their first possession. We can't wait till football is here in real life. It's coming sooner than you think, because after June, which is in a few days, it's going to be July. The July camps open, and it's time to start fantasy football.
Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Jets looking good. Jets, defense of the Washington. Oh, my God. I can't believe they went through the Washington defense as if it was butter. That sucks.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here.
Or maybe the Washington Commanders defense will get it going later on. But we have to see what Jaden Daniels is going to do. They're using the Denver Broncos offense. And the Commanders using the Dallas Cowboys defense. This is based on merit.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Well, if the Jets can play like this, they are going to be a good team. They're going to go somewhere. They don't have to rely on Trevor Lawrence. He couldn't do this with the Jacksonville. Aaron Rodgers couldn't do anything with Jacksonville. They lost to Tampa Bay 14-9. Maybe it's the offense. I don't know.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So
Purdy signed a big truck contract today.
The rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game.
Jaden Daniels coming in with the new offense. Let's see what kind of offense they're going to play right now. Because right now, in the last 2 seasons, they have sucked. Can he say that? I just did.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here it is. And they run the ball. If you can't run the ball with Christian McCaffrey, there's something wrong. It's something wrong up front. It must be your offensive line. Jaden Daniels back. Waiting for the ball. Here it is. He hands off again to Christian McCaffrey. There he goes. He gains about 13, 14, 15 yards. And a first down for the Commanders of Washington. I'm so used to thinking that they're the Redskins. And I miss that name, actually, if you think about it. But it, you know, it is what it is. And that's why he's here. Christian McCaffrey. They go again with him. And he gains about 3 yards.
But no more than that. 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win.
Well, at some point, Washington is going to have to do that play-action fake and throw the ball down the field. They have yet to do it, and I'm waiting for it to happen. Well, the game just started, so give him time. There's the play. No, he runs the ball again. I don't know. I mean, that was a perfect time to do a play action because they know you're going to pass on 3rd and 7 now.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Minnesota Vikings got their first victory, beating the Colts 20-10 yesterday. Here's Daniels. He's throwing deep, and the ball is incomplete. He had the receiver, but he underthrew it. Here's some trades and rumors in our league here. Jalen Hurts, he wants to leave where he's playing at, and so does Caleb Williams. There could be a trade coming between the Bears and the team he's on, Jalen Hurts on.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
Seattle.
41-yard punt there with no
Seattle lost 36-20, and Jalen Hurts did not look good in that offense.
As they've got it 1st and 10.
But right now, we're going to see if Trevor Lawrence is what he's all cracked up to be. Is he a pretty decent quarterback, or is he just average? Right now, I think he's just average. Maybe it's the talent around him that makes him play better. Right now, the Jets gave him 7 points.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
Wait, if you got a Breece Hall, you don't need a Trevor Lawrence. Just all you have to have a quarterback is just hand the ball off to Breece Hall, and he's going to get you 5, 6, 7 yards of crack.
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So from the
Aaron Rodgers was here last season and gave the Jets 2 wins. Lawrence looking good. Another completed pass. And a first down for the New York Football Jets.
Catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far.
Check it up on our stats here.
And now they connect here for another nice gain for
Purdy.
first down. This
look and see.
Moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And look at this. I mean, this could be a blowout. Unless they turn the ball over, this could be a blowout.
First quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
Brock Purdy, as was mentioned, a 5-year, $265 million contract extension with the 49ers. Oh, my.
And they've been successful doing it.
This is a deep pass, and it's going to be a touchdown for the New York Football Jets. And Trevor Lawrence is looking so good that he didn't even look this good in Jacksonville. Wow, in certain offenses that throw the ball deep, this is one offense that does, and they have won games.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played.
Here's something on
both sides playing it out.
Twitter X. Jory Epstein, the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy have agreed to a 5-year extension worth $265 million. Source confirms at Yahoo Sports $181 million in total guarantees. After training cap strife on deals for Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, and Brandon Ayuk is on fire. San Francisco and his quarterback don't draw this one out. Wow. Thank you for bringing that up. Because I didn't even know that happened. Right now, if the Commanders lose this game, there could be some changes here in Washington as well. Jalen Hurts could be coming here. Caleb Williams could be coming here. There's going to be some quarterback trades, and it will be coming true in the next couple of days. Because you just can't keep losing. The Washington Commanders is 0-3. What is the problem? The defense can't stop nobody, and the offense is not scoring. And McCaffrey can't even run the ball. Unbelievable. Here's the scores of the Washington 2 losses they already had. Washington lost 13-10 to Cleveland in season 1. In season 2, they lost 31-21 to the Jets. And this is a rematch. And Zach Ertz with a big play. Well, this is actually a rematch from last season. The game was played also here in New York when the Jets had Aaron Rodgers. They won 31-21 over Washington. Right now, they got 14.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Let me get the story. I have to. That is so strange. I mean, McCaffrey finally running the ball. Gets the ball to the 33-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Play action, now it's
Daniels throws the ball, hits Ertz, another first down at the 29-yard line.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Finally, Washington showing some life. Daniels. He throws.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard
Really?
line. That time defensively looked like
Seriously, though?
quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and it proved fruitful. They get the
He went through all of his rules
I'm just
getting rid of the ball
perplexed.
because he read blitz. He saw all those people
Where in the living hell is he throwing that football? You got like 3 or 4 guys right in the middle, and he throws the ball.
Jets take it over again. Brees Hall making his way out with the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
The trade is imminent now. If Washington do not come back and win this game, Jalen Hurts and this guy, Daniels, keep saying McDaniels, they're going to be traded for each other. And then Caleb Williams will be looking for a new team. He's 0-3. I mean, I can understand Caleb getting traded. I mean, his offensive line has been horrible.
Get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And finally, they got him. I mean, I'm looking at where is Michael Parsons at on this defense?
That's a step in the right direction.
He's got to do something.
Because you're facing this sizable deficit, they're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though, good effort.
Washington had this game get close, but then they threw the interception. You can't do that.
So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them.
Is Parsons on the field even?
And get back into this game.
They don't have the defense. Here it is, 3rd and long, 3rd and 14, plenty of time, and he throws the ball, and it is too high. Washington's trying to show some guts.
They've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Well, it's about time they got off the field, but they shouldn't have gotten off the field without points in their last possession. They threw the interception right into the middle. Daniels. Fair catch call.
It's taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Wow, big news. Purdy is now pretty rich. And a young quarterback now who's coming up is going to get more than $265 million for like 5 years. You know, everything goes up. Play action. He throws. They look like they got a fire lit under their souls right now because they look like they're ready to play. It's about time.
Nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
3:52 left and counting. Probably going to be a running play to McCaffrey. What? He faked me out. Play action. Daniels throwing. It's going deep. And it. Well, I don't know. He's throwing the ball deep. But you got to throw it over the heads of the defensive players.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Daniels has got to get this thing together.
Throwing now is Daniels.
He's in his last game with Washington. And
that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th.
I would go for it on 4th and 1 at the 47-yard line. You go for that. But they probably won't.
They've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather.
They punt the ball. If that's the Lions, would they go for it? I don't know.
Time to implement it.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. And no return.
Wow.
Here as they angle this one out of bounds. Brees Hall helped leading out this
I just don't understand it right now. The Washington Commanders got new offense, new defense, and they still look the same.
What I loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense.
I mean, the quarterback looks the same because he threw the daggone interception. Trevor Lawrence, 14-0 lead. Never looked this good in Jacksonville. He runs the ball. There's a fumble. I knew it was going to happen, but who gets the ball? He's well right there. He fumbled the ball, but somehow the Washington could not pick it up, and that's a shame for them. Kudos to number 77 for picking that up. going to be second down and 15. Washington finally playing some defense the last two possessions. There's Michael Parsons on the left side, closer to the TV. He's going back in coverage. He's throwing that way. Parsons makes the tackle.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
2:53 left and counting. Washington, they got to hope for this. They got to hope for a turnover, a 3rd and 11, make it a 4th and 11. They punt, they get the ball, score a touchdown. Another blitz. Here it is. Lawrence, he's going down. What a play from Washington. The defense is finally playing football.
Defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
That's what you're supposed to do when your defense start playing football. And they're doing it now. Jets better look out. They better put them running shoes back on there, and they better, because Washington ain't going to give up unless the quarterback gets sacked or he makes more mistakes. And he's going to get a chance for 2:21 and counting. 14-0 New York Jets. Fair catch call. 48-yard line, so you got to get some points.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
If you're Washington, do you trade McCaffrey to get a lineman or a blocker or a wide receiver? You got to look for those things. You're 0-3. Bears have to do the same. Who else is 0-3? Seattle's 0-3. The Packers are 0-3. McCaffrey, he's running hard. Gains 4 yards.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play.
But right now, Washington has got to get this in the end zone. They cannot hope for a field goal. Well, here we go. They're going to pass the ball. Daniel rolls right. He's going to throw the ball out of bounds.
He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away.
Either the Jets defense is that good, or the receivers are that bad. This is not the fun bunch. If you're old enough to remember that group.
To throw is Daniels.
He's throwing. Completed pass. Gains a 1st down. You don't have to rush. You do not have to rush.
They've definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Exactly. Well point said.
Here's Daniels.
Here they go. Oh, a nice play. McCaffrey. He's got a chance. For a second, I thought the offensive line just gave up and was going to let the quarterback get hurt. But then there was a screen.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game.
1st down and 10 at the 24. You can still run the ball. There's plenty of time to do that.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he throws. He's got that Brown, not that clown, from Brown University. I don't know what university he's from. I didn't do that study on that. Daniels is looking good now. He wants to stay in Washington. With Daniels throwing and touched. What? Wow. Do you trade McLaren? There could be some players moving here, folks. McLaren could go to Chicago. Daniels throwing short. It's going to be 1st and goal. Has a 1st down. Now you can
first of their 3 timeouts.
All right, there you go. You got 32 seconds left. You have 2 timeouts left. You can at least run the ball once. But sometimes the computer do not make these players play with a sense of urgency. They don't.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Daniels, he's got a guy, catches it, and is he out of bounds? Okay. Now here's the deal. You can run the ball one time. You got 2nd down and goal. You can run it. Try to see if you can punch it in there. Quarterback can run it. You just don't have to pass, on this play. And you got 1 timeout in the pocket. McCaffrey is in the backfield. He won't get the ball. He throws. Touchdown, Washington Red Commanders. I don't like saying the name Commanders. But they score a touchdown and they end this game. And the Jets better get it together. Because if not for the interception on the last possession, we could have a tie game. As you can see right there, Daniels finally is just playing good football. The coach pushes the player on the sidelines. He's pissed. And guess what? Washington gets the ball in the second half, 3rd quarter.
The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
The NFL wants its players to participate in flag football at Los Angeles 2028. Really?
Here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Supposed to get hurt. 22 ticks left. So normally, the Jets are going to try to pass the ball. Watch. In other news, Shadur Sanders erases Coach Prime and Tom Brady from his most special pick and breaks. What? That breaks new ground.
He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half.
Maybe that's what I should do. Add some NFL stories.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go in.
So this is in the half right here. There's no need to, if you're going to run the ball, there's no need to do another play. So we will be back here on the Garlou Senior Network.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
I wish Chris Berman was doing this with some real highlights. He wouldn't have to wait so long to tell you what's going on right here.
Solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach.
And that was like how many years? That's 20 years ago.
In this third quarter, what's been a tight contest so far.
The 2K05 game. I used to play the 10-yard fight football game. That if you were born or knew about this, it was this little handheld 10-yard game, 10-yard fight game. Oh, wait a minute. Was that handheld? No.
He'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin.
That was on the TV. No, that was another football game with the, what's it called, Mr. Quarterback or something?
It might be a little
With blips and dots and things. Football has come a long way from that to what you see on the screen today. And me and my nephew, we both envisioned what would happen. Now, back to the game. Daniels barking out some changes on the line. He will go pass the ball. He hits McCaffrey. I mean, who is that guy? Well, that was a quick pass and a quick pay. Coming up after this game will be a basketball game. I think Boston will take on Charlotte. That'll be game 3 in basketball. Hockey and baseball is coming up. I don't know about baseball, but hockey, definite.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the
I'm really
25.
not understanding some of these plays they call it.
5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
You got to go down the field, not sideways. And that's what they're doing. They're going sideways. You got to go vertical, not horizontal.
They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there.
They go kind of vertical, but they will be short of the first down.
Good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
There's another example where defensive coaches
You know,
constantly push
after that
the
14-0 lead, the Jets' offense has been kind of quiet. It was like Washington's defense is taking over the game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
He's going to run it out.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the Jets got to call some plays. I wonder if they're going to run. They should, well, mix it up with Breece Hall and Devontae Adams. He's playing off Devontae over there, and he gets get a little bit of Breece Hall. Washington defense has played good ever since they gave up that 14-0 lead.
Going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down.
The question is, Jaden Daniels the guy who's going to get them to the next level?
That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun,
Lawrence, sometime. He's got an arm. Throws. Devontae Adams with a big catch. He was scored. No, he's down at the 1, I believe. He should have had a touchdown, but right there, what an arm you just seen Trevor Lawrence have.
What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line. But the
You just
damage is done.
log
It's gonna be first and
Washington's
goal.
defense, and they give up that big play. This defense should be much better than this.
Now on 1st and goal.
Bobby Wagner.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And it's a touchdown, New York Football Jets.
Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of
And if-
the afternoon. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running.
How do you like that? They went right down the field on it. I can't believe they did it. Howard Cosell here.
Pounded into the end zone.
And now Washington is going to have to come back. Can they do it? I don't know.
Instead of throwing it.
All right.
Line now for the PAT.
Well, there he go again. I don't know. But when I was a little boy back in the, well, it was a long time ago. I did a Cubs game, and well, I was in the booth with it wasn't Jack Brickhouse. It was somebody before his time. But anyway, wait a minute. He did do an interview with Ronald Reagan in 1981. I remember that. Then again, people don't remember Jack Brickhouse. He was a Cubs announcer, and he did Bears games way back.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Okay, here's Washington. I mean, 21-7. This is a drive with the Giants. Okay. Washington has to get the ball down the field. You can't throw horizontal. Throw the ball down the field. This horizontal stuff just ain't hitting it. McCaffrey's there.
From the 32 now.
He's not happy losing. He was with Washington and they won. I mean, he was with San Francisco and they won their game.
Short completion, just 4 yards.
But he was drafted by Washington the next season and he's been losing ever since.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6.
Going down the field, first down.
Terry McLaurin with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's what the problem is. You got to hit your stars. And if you can't hit your stars, then you're going to have trouble winning games. Daniels again with the play action. He's going to try to run the ball for the first time, and he gains a first down. You know, that can really fire up a team right there when you get first downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an...
He had the ball. No, play action. Nice play action. I thought he was running. He's going to run again, and he will get another first down. He's on fire. Fire. Jaden McDaniels is on fire. 2 runs in a row. First down. He's only at the 26. You should do a play action, throw the ball in its own touchdown. But they never think the way I think. They might run the ball, but here, let's see what they do. It will be a running ball. Running it play. That was a glorious time to do a play action right there. Second down and 8. The ball is at the 25-yard line. Daniels trying to get the spot in the end zone here. What is he going to do? They run the ball again. He gets a little closer. Now, the question is he going to get a first down? I'm speaking in languages now.
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 7th play of the drive upcoming.
Daniels waiting for the ball. And here is the throw. He gets a touchdown, Washington. I think it is Terry McLaurin. Now Washington is back in the game.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I must admit, Washington has played better than the Jets ever since the Jets took that 14-0 lead.
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Cybert on for the PAT.
Now the score is 21-14 coming up if he makes this extra point. And he does.
Ball game now.
Washington is not giving up.
So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
It looks like the offense is really working, and the defense, except for a couple of drives, have looked good for the Washington team. The Jets, Trevor Lawrence, he has looked good. He's never looked good ever since we started playing. But he looks good here with a team that can win, the New York Jets. Can't say that for real life, but hey.
Following the touchdown, here's Cybert now to kick it off.
Trevor Lawrence. Okay, here's the run back.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jets offense and Devontae Adams set to take over.
Devontae Adams, 2 catches, and he has 112 yards. He should have had a couple of touchdowns, I believe. At least he should have had that one where he got stopped at the 1. Now, if you're the Jets, do you run the ball or do you throw the ball? And you're not Joe Namath.
Coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the
Remember, you got Brees Hall back there, too, so he's going to hit Brees Hall on the side. Brees Hall gains about 2 yards. Are they afraid to go vertical? Sauce Gardner.
Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball
Sauce.
a little bit more here.
I'm going to use my East Coast accent. Sauce Gardner. Lawrence go down the field. Lawrence is throwing the ball quickly now. Therefore, you give the team no chance to intercept his passes.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll be back on a Garloo TV network.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
This has been an extremely entertaining ball game. What will happen next?
They'll run with Hall.
Brees Hall. Brees Hall. It's been nothing but Brees Hall. Yeah, 63 yards rushing today, and then there's injury. That's insult.
See a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Well, right there, you've seen a nice run by Brees Hall. He's been doing it almost all game long. They went away from it to pass the ball, and when they did pass, they made some big plays. And right now, Washington's defense is going to have to make a big play, get the big turnover, and change the momentum of this game. They can do it. Will they? We'll see.
One-score game, 1st and 10 here. Here's Hall again.
Brees Hall just running through those holes. Look at him. I had a joke right there, but I won't say it. I said he's running through those holes. Well, if you got jokes, you need to just keep them to yourself.
And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're
How
exactly right.
dare you speak to me in this booth like this? Anyway, Lawrence. Devontae Adams is looking very good, folks.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to
I think
some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah,
What-
a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as
Washington has to do, if they can't win this game, they're going to have to trade one of their stars, like a Michael Parsons, who they just got through the draft this season, for two draft picks.
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second.
Because right now, the defensive line or something is just missing. It's missing, and I just can't figure it out. I'm going to have to go through their highlights, see where the problem's at. Then again, it could be the defensive line. Another first down, because the defensive line letting them run all over him. Like, it's crazy.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
In our next game, we're going to have the Chargers taking on the Panthers. A Blythe Hall. Look at that.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
The Jets look like they're going to move on to the next round. Don't know who they will play.
Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Right now, we got 2 matches set in the playoffs, second round. We call it the Sweet 16.
On first down, right back to Hall. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the
Miami will be taking on the number 1 seed, Tampa Bay. And the Minnesota Vikings will take on the number 2 seed, the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, Atlanta is in already, and so is Buffalo.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's
Brees Hall will have another Jet touchdown, and this game is pretty much over.
Brees Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the
Well, the key play of the game is that interception by Jaden Daniels.
Now Zerline on and the extra point.
I'm thinking about the Minnesota Twin guy, Jaden McDaniels. I keep bringing that up.
This one's now 28-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Well, Washington will be 0-3. There's going to be some changes afoot here again. You could be seeing the last of Jaden Daniels here in Washington. Jalen Hurts might be on his way here. I don't know if Caleb Williams could actually do that. No, I don't believe he can. Who knows? He has to get traded somewhere.
He'll kick it away.
Jalen Hurts is in Seattle. Just not the same.
And he's up across the 25.
Well, you can't do the push in Seattle, I take it. 3:11 left.
They're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that
3:11 left.
Drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench.
Washington will be 0-3 unless a miracle occur, and I think they've ran out of miracles.
Mentally alert and ready to put your best product.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Clock ticks. Washington has 3 timeouts left, and they should use one of them.
Still tied. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays.
Daniels, play action, throwing deep. Is Yark McLaurin, and the ball is short again.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Yeah.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%.
He's running the Bo Nix offense. Bo Nix did it right that one year. Got the hit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker.
Touchdown, New York Jets. Touchdown. The fans here in New York haven't seen football this good
So a fourth quarter kick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach.
since
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though.
it's been a long time, folks. I can't even remember, because I remember when 1998 maybe
Better be careful.
they went to 2 straight AFC championship games and lost them both. Jaden Daniels, 2 interceptions. The only other quarterback who's thrown so many was Deshaun Watson. He threw 4 last season, and he was quickly traded.
5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score is 35-14.
Creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Got to go back to the drawing board. Mariota's in there, but he's not a star quality quarterback. And by that, I mean his numbers are not star quality. I don't think he's in the 80s. I don't even think Daniels is in the 80s.
Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Washington.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set
Jaden
for
Daniels
his
will
next possession.
no longer be in
And
Washington.
It's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
No, I stopped talking and then they stopped talking. All right, let's fill the time out here. 35-14. Big thing happened today is, or was it yesterday? Purdy signs a big contract,
offense at the line and ready to roll. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind
Jaden
of
Daniels
mistakes have happened.
has underthrown passes, thrown 2 interceptions, and maybe shell shock back there because it seems like he doesn't get a lot of time all the time.
The football here on second down. To the air goes
Like right there, it's a screen. You know, that was, and they still can't get anything.
He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Roughing.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. Ertz over the middle. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the
Trevor Lawrence has never won a game with Jacksonville in 2 tries. He goes to New York. He's a big winner.
Working out of the gun, Daniels out route looking for.
Does that tell you something about Jacksonville? They've been building and building and building. They've been getting 2 picks. They have 4 new picks, and they still can't win.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure.
They got Saquon Barkley.
So the big trick, don't let
They got T.J. Watt.
Most of the good quarterbacks
They got them both in the first season.
Give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense.
Another drop pass.
Drops it incomplete, and their struggles
And in this year's draft,
at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this
trying to find it.
defense is gonna sit back, blanket the
They got
field.
Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback. But then they got a nice right tackle. And they still lost the game 14-9. I don't get it. The chemistry is wrong. And right here, the chemistry is wrong here in Washington. So you're going to have to mix these things up, make some trades, get it done. Daniels might be traded.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are,
He can't be traded to a team who hasn't played yet.
maybe they're not quite as precise
Not unless
as
that
college
team
That's accurate.
is willing to trade 2
We saw a
picks.
college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
Daniels gets the ball to the 2-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Why they do this to me? Every time I shut my mouth,
Here's Daniels.
they don't say nothing.
Touchdown Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
John Bates, a 2-yard touchdown.
It looked like that was contested for almost an interception. Why are you celebrating? Get up.
Here in the fourth.
There's no celebrating going on when you're down by.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here.
35-21.
He just turned in.
So that drive
I'm sure they're going to try the onside kick.
and it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Let me talk again because they stopped. Washington will go down to defeat for the third consecutive season. And like I said, there will be changes about. This could be Jalen Hurts' team next season.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but
and
here comes the onside.
And Jaden could be on his way to Cincinnati, Seattle.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and
the Jets will win this game pretty easily.
They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
Are you kidding me? All that delay. Got a 1st and 10. Jets.
2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
I'm not understanding why they're going to do that. They're down by 2 scores. Come on. 35-21. 2 interceptions by Daniels. Just think, if they had scored on those 2 possessions, touchdowns, it's 35-35. It changes the whole momentum of the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Garloo Senior Radio TV Network. And well, in victory formation. 35-20 will be the final score.
The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
The Jets with Trevor Lawrence. I don't even think Aaron Rodgers gave them 35 points. Aaron Rodgers could be the problem. I don't know.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York.
Well, Washington will get the ball.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no option.
6 seconds left.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here comes 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to find Ertz. And he'll be taken down here. And that is it. This one's going to come to an end.
And the Jets have taken this game.
A very close ball game at halftime.
It certainly was.
That offense kind of kicked things into another gear. And they
Trevor Lawrence looking good with the New York Jets. Don't know who they will play in the playoffs, but they made it with Trevor Lawrence. The Jets have played well.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Goff.
The Jets have won their first round 3 years in a row. But anyway, that's it, folks.
It's a win for the Jets, as we say
Washington has not performed, and they might have changes coming. But anyway, that's the end of this. So long, everybody. The final score, the Jets 35 and Washington 21. We'll be back later on tomorrow with more football action. This game between the LA Chargers taking on the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. And we should see Carolina with Pat Mahomes as quarterback. Is that right? I think that is right. He will be quarterbacking for Carolina. So on that note, so long, everybody.